Hi, Robin with Oxy-Dry, and here I am again, cleaning another carpet. This is a repeat customer, and I've cleaned it one or two times before. I can't quite remember how many times I've been here, but anyway, it was about 2 years ago that I was here. They've got a couple of bedrooms up here, one there, obviously, in this hallway, the master bedroom. You can see this carpet has no real obvious soiled areas. That's actually a wear path in the carpet. The carpet is I think it's between 12 and 15 years old. It's not considered a great wearing carpet, but it's doing fine for the age and everything. But that's not, it is soiled, but that's not a traffic lane. That's more of a wear path. It goes right down the hall. You can see pulling and shading happening right down the hallway, which is typical for this type of carpet. So you can't fix that because that's got to do with the way the pile lays one way and the other. Obviously, there's the stairs and the living room. Now, I actually did clean that rug and just underneath this patch right here, so I just moved that out of the way. It's I just did it a minute ago. It's just very, very slightly damp there, so I'm not concerned about the carpet being wet under the rug because it's just very slightly damp. And then I've got this room to do. So I pre-vacuumed everything. There was actually very few spots. There's one right down over there. A few little spots here and there. Nothing too much really, considering that they have two kids, a little baby, and probably maybe a 4 or 5 year old, and a doggy. It's actually done really well. So I'm gonna go over it first of all with a hog's hair. And for those who are wondering why is there a glider in the middle of my hog's hair on the top, it's because my machine is a center feed, and I like to deflect the solution out a little bit rather than dropping right down the center. I find that it just applies it a little bit better. So that's why that's there. And I think it's will go pretty quick. Got a little bit of bounce going on, but it'll settle down in a minute. That's from the fiber pad. Having one side is compressed a little bit, I guess. Little bumpers there on the corner of the cold air return for the little one, so in case he would fall and hit that sharp corner, that's a good idea. I never had that. I've got all kinds of scars all over me. Not from that though. So it's going to clean really quickly because it is in good shape, and because of course when I cleaned it the last time, a protector was applied, which is standard for our service. We always include a protector. My thought is that I want my customers' carpets to stay clean as long as possible, so I do give them a protector. And I know that a lot of carpet cleaners would want to upsell that, but we decided long ago that we would not do that, but rather would just include everything in the service and charge the price that we wanted to charge to give a proper cleaning job and include all of these things: sanitizing, deodorizing, anti-allergen treatment, and a protector. And this has really worked out well for us because it turns out that a lot of people actually do want those things, but the way that most companies market, they market a price and try to make their price as attractive as possible and as lowball as possible, and in almost every case misleading, because the intent is always to get in the door and upsell to the better and proper cleaning. But we don't do that, and it has proven to be the right thing to do. And I actually used to be, way back when I worked for another company. Oops. And you have to fix that in a sec. Just bent that thing. But I was actually really good at selling protector and whatever, but I always felt uncomfortable doing it. I really didn't like the idea of coming in the door at one price and then telling people, oh, I don't really want to charge you that, I want to charge you more. And I just never felt right about doing that. But I know a lot of carpet cleaners have that business model, but it's just not the way that we want it to go. And it's worked out well for us. So this is, of course, just the scrubbing stage, and it'll go pretty quick because, as I said, I've cleaned this carpet once or twice before. There's a protector on there already. I'm not seeing any visible soiled traffic lanes. The only areas that look darker are actually because of the wear that's showing on this carpet, but other than that, this carpet is in great shape. It's standing up really well. There's just a few spots. It was a little bit dusty though. But this carpet always cleans up pretty well. I've cleaned this carpet hundreds and hundreds of times over the decades. Used to be really popular 20 or more years ago, this particular color and style. It's a good carpet. It's a nylon, of course. So it's going fast. And that's 360-degree cleaning passes per second on the carpet. So, and that's about a 17-inch across the pad. So as I go over the carpet, even if I'm moving fairly quickly, every inch of the carpet has actually gone over quite a number of times. And if I see an area that was soiled, I'd just slow right down and let the machine do its thing. But this one is cleaning very easily. I think I'll go down the hole first. This is actually probably the most soiled area right over there. And that patch right there in front of on top of the stairs is actually mostly just a wear patch. don't know if you can really see that in the camera, but pardon me, I've got a tickle in my throat. Just get under that edge a little bit. So right there, that patch right there, one of the reasons it has a little bit more wear is because the tendency would be to come up the stairs and turn right toward the kitchen, and there's a bit of a effect of twisting motion of the feet right there. So it's not actually pretty soiled, it's just wear that's showing there. It's actually quite surprising how clean this carpet is, considering it's been a couple of years. And they got a kid and a dog. 2 kids and a dog. Of course, the latest kid is pretty young, just started crawling just recently, I think. So, can't blame that kid for much yet. Except for what looks like a spitty up in the living room. I think it's maybe milk or a soya product, I'm not sure. Now, there was a spot right on that edge there, which I pre-treated, and is gone now, just like that. Okay, let's head back. We'll go backwards. And into the living room. Jump the cord. Be very careful when you do that. My cord is actually heavier than most. I purchased it specifically because I was looking for a heavier cord. It's actually a cord for a Clark machine, a Clark rotary, and it was surprisingly inexpensive, under $100 for a 50-foot cord. So I thought that was a pretty good price. The original one that I had been using on here was starting to finally crack. It was probably 20 years old, from another machine I'd had years ago, another really thick cord. So, good idea to have a really good heavy duty cord on your machine, if your machine doesn't already have one. My cords are all twist locks, so when I move the machine around, I actually normally don't have the cord on the machine. Certainly if we're going up and down stairs, I take it off, because it adds a few pounds. So there's a spitty up right there. I don't know if you can see that. Maybe milk or something. I'll just go over there just a little bit extra. Shouldn't be a problem. Over into this corner. There is something right there. Okay, I gotta stop this for a sec. I think. I'll just reposition it. Sometimes all I have to do is just reposition the machine and it'll stop that annoying little hop it's doing. Didn't help. Maybe a bit. Anyway, you can see where the rug being laying here is affecting the color of the carpet a little bit. I don't know. I guess it's been there a couple of years. I don't know. Okay, there's a stain right at the edge of that portable kennel there. She didn't want me to actually move anything, so I don't have to move the sectional, which is good. Because sometimes you can't do that. They're just not very easy to deal with. Okay, now I'll get behind here as much as I can. Actually, I'm going to do that with the Iron Man. I won't bother with the fiber pad. There's no wear there at all. Gonna pull me a little bit of the wire here. So this is the last room, and then I'll be done with this stage. Okay. It's a pretty big house, actually. Older house. Probably built in the 80s, I guess. If that's the case, this probably isn't the original carpet. Well, obviously not. Anyway, I'm not really sure. I didn't ask. Just make sure I get that edge right there. It's cleaning up really nicely without any effort at all. There's a stain right in front of me. Don't know if the camera's picking that up, but right there. It's dissolving. Oops, hang on a sec. Because you can see a little streak. So that tells me that it's working. You can see a streak again. It's working it out. Oh, more streak. I have no idea what it is, obviously. Probably something of a greasy nature. And so I carry a little bit of in my trigger spare. I've actually got argoshine. I'll let that sit a minute. I'll come back to that. And argoshine, I find as a spotter works really well because it's my second step spotter. When I vacuum, I actually have another spotter. I use a product called All Rug, which you can buy from Amazon, and it's a cleaner in its own right and has an anti-allergen in it. But I bought it to experiment with it a little bit and then moved on to other things. But I found that it really worked very well as a spotter, and it is a cleaner in its own right, and it seems to work really well. But so I use it as a spotter because the argoshine, for me anyway, in Canada, it's pretty expensive. So I start with the one spotter, and then when I'm actually cleaning, I've switched over to a second spotter because I find that one spotter will work really well for certain types of stains. Pardon me. And another one has more effect on other types of stains. So That's why I do it that way. Just go slow right there, make sure I get that spot out. I can't see it now. Okay, done. Now we're going back to the beginning. And reposition. You notice that what I do is I try to always work away from my plug. That way I avoid the power cord as much as possible. Just turn that around. And drop down the Iron Man. This can just wait there. So this usually goes faster because most of the spots or stains have actually already been removed now, because the fiber pad is much faster and more effective at taking out those spots and stains and even the traffic lanes. Now it's not as absorbent, although it does transfer quite a bit of the soil into it. But this is my normal procedures to do kind of a two-step. I probably could have gotten away with one on this job, but we've got all morning here and it's fine. Using the fiber pad is definitely faster. So normally that's what I'm going to do. Now this stage typically goes faster. I don't necessarily have to be as detailed in like going behind the door. I've already done that with the fiber pad. That's more than, that's enough. I find that this particular carpet always cleans up very well with this process. And I've cleaned it many times after steam cleaners have been at it, and it doesn't like steam cleaning. Most carpets don't, actually. Particularly because they just don't do it right. They don't even pre-vacuum, which just sets them up for failure, right away, eh? Because you don't pre-vacuum, you're just kidding yourself. Because you're driving a lot of that soil right into the backing of the carpet with the pressure spray effect, basically pressure washing the carpet. And you're just not able to suck all that soiled, that muddy water out of the backing that you just drove there with the pressure spray from your wand. But that's pretty standard operating procedure for most steam cleaners. They're usually more interested in getting through the job quickly, and part of the reason is because in most cases they're trying to get the job by being as cheap as they possibly can and try to get the volume and then move as quick as they can through the day. But I don't do that. I take my time. I can be pretty fast, but I'm not being fast and cutting corners and compromising on what I'm doing, because that in the end is going to backfire. You need to make sure you take the time, do it right, and recognize that each customer that you do has the potential to get you more customers. So do the very best job you can all the time. Now, I had a few days ago had a customer call up, and I had cleaned her carpets a few days before. She was complaining because some stains reappeared, which is very unusual actually. So no problem. I went back there, and she had a legitimate concern. It was in a closet, walk-in closet, and her dog had pooped in the carpet. And there was about 5 or 6 or so round spots, not very big, that had appeared to come out very easily when I cleaned them, but it was actually a couple of months ago or more, actually, when I was there, come to think of it. And so she was actually expecting me to charge her for doing that, because she wasn't expecting I was going to warranty the carpet that long. But anyway, it wasn't a big deal. I realized right away what I was dealing with and pre-treated them. And I cleaned the closet. I just used my Oric and a Iron Man pad, and the spots came off, no problem. It took me in and out the door was 15 minutes, literally. And it's not a big deal. It's just one of those, dealing with poop can't be a problem, but it wasn't. It was just that there was a little bit of the oil. It was a diarrhea, so I expect that the diarrhea had oil in it, and the oil had not completely come out of the carpet, and it was attracting the soil from walking on the carpet and sticking to it, and that's why the stain reappeared. So no problem. I understood what was happening, and I treated it with a couple of different spotters, and I could see it was coming off very easily, so I just took my time. I used the Oric Iron Man pad. Off it came. Zip, zip. Groomed the carpet. Looked beautiful. And I left. And she was surprised, because she said, "Are you going to charge me?" And I said, "No, don't worry about it." She actually gave me a tip, but it's better to take care of the customer and show them that you're there to actually care about their problem, which is a dirty carpet. You're not there just to simply take money from them. That's not why we do this business. At least that's not why I do it. I mean, I do need to make a living at it, obviously, but the attitude has to be of a service business. This is a service business, so we need to give service. And that lady, who I've cleaned for before, has recommended us to other people, and she's going to do it again and again and again. She's far more value to me as a customer that is really happy with what we do and recommends us to other people all the time. She's an asset, a great asset. And so that's why I do those sort of things. And she had a legitimate complaint, although I think it was actually 4 months ago I was there. I think in the beginning of summer, actually. So really, I only actually have a 30-day warranty, but I still honored the warranty. Because, well, why not? So, anyway, that's my little story about a recurring spot situation, which is very rare for me to have a call like that. It really is. Okay. Now I got to remember to go behind the couch, as much as I can. It's a bit awkward there because of the way the back of the couch is leaning kind of back toward me there. We'll see what happens when I get there. I'm at it for almost 30 minutes, and I'm actually almost done, other than post-vacuuming. And the steps, of course. Okay, I need to pull a bit of slack here. No, I'm only going to go about as... Oh, I guess I can go... Oh, no. I can't. My handle's on the way. That's okay. I was able to get back there with the vacuum, but this is a little bit awkward. She didn't... Again, she didn't want me to move the couch anyway, so... So I'm coming down to the end here. Now the stain was right there, and I do not see it, so I believe it's gone. When I post vacuum, again, I'll be watching for spots and stains, and I will treat anything that I see. So when I'm vacuuming, pre-vacuuming, I'm looking for spots and stains and treat them. And then when I'm cleaning with the fiber pad, I'm looking for spots and stains, and I treat them. And when I go over with the Iron Man, I'm looking for spots and stains, and I treat them. And then when I post vacuum, I'm looking for spots and stains, and I treat them. So it's very thorough is what I'm trying to get at. So the chance of a stain not coming out is very unusual. I mean, there can be permanent stains, of course, but that's not too common. And if it's a stain that's removable, as long as I see it, it's coming out, and it's not coming back. Okay, get in there, just over the edge of the door. And I'm going to pull in here. And I'm finished. I'll go around the corner with the machine. So I'm done with the cleaning stage. I just got to do the steps, which are right here. And of course I use the Oric on that. And then I'll post vacuum and I'll be done. So that's my morning. Oh, look at my view today. That's let me think now. Is that Kalamalka Lake? I can't remember how far north I am here. No, that's not Kalamalka Lake. This is Wood Lake. I think right here, over there. So, and the Highway 97 is over there. And this is actually called Lake Country. And Winfield is just to the left, and then the airport, and then Kelowna to the left of me there. So anyway, so I will continue on with my day.